So I don't really like this color here because it is displaying in the white background and the color is black. So I want to change this theme first. So let me go here in the content main.xml and actually I'm gonna close all these files that is open here, which is not required. So okay, so in the content main.xml, in the tab layout, I'm gonna change the background color for this. So I'm gonna give the same color that I have given to the our toolbar, that is color primary dark, and which is fine. But you can notice that it is background is green and the color is black, so it's not good. So I'm gonna change that as well. So to change that, I need to set the new theme. So I'm gonna set the exact same theme that I had given to the our toolbar. So if I give this theme here, it is going to change that color to white and it looks much better now. So okay, so that was the design part. Now let's go to the main activity and implement all these things that we need here. First, I'm going to go to the main activity and create the variables for view pager. Let's say pager and tab layout. And for each tab item that is present inside the tab layout, we need to create a variable as well, so that we can handle the click on that particular item. So I'm going to create the tab item variable for first item, second item, and the third item. And as usual, I'm gonna go here in the on create and assign the XML resources for these variables that we have just created. So let's start with the pager. Okay, view pager, and similarly for the tab layout and for the tab items. Okay, so now we have assigned the XML resources to our variable. So first thing I'm going to do is we need a adapter. So as I said, for the each item present in this tab layout, we are going to load the fragments here. So for that's why I'm going to go to layout here and I'm going to create the fragments. I'm going to create the required fragments. So first, second, and third. So I'm going to create 3 fragments here. So let's go to the fragments and select blank fragments. Uncheck these 2 options here and give the name. Okay, the required fragments are created now, and now let's go ahead and create a pager adapter to display these data into these fields. So I'm going to go to the Java here and create new Java class, and I'm going to name that as pager adapter. Now our pager adapter is going to extend fragment pager adapter. Okay, so click on OK, and now we need to implement few methods of fragment pager adapter. So let's do that. Get count, and as well as we need to create the constructor. So let's implement that as well. Okay, so yeah, and we also need to keep track of the number of tabs we have in our pager layout or tab layout. So here I'm going to create one private integer field to keep the track of tabs that we have in our tab layout. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna pass that from the main activity. So, and I'm gonna receive here using the pager adapter constructor. So I'm gonna create the tabs here, and inside this I'm gonna assign the tabs number to the tabs that we have, and here I'm gonna return the tabs number. Okay, now inside this get item method, we'll get the position of the tab that we have user is clicked on. So whenever user click on this Monday, it will pass the 0 as the item number or position If user click on Tuesday, it's going to pass 1 as the position, and if user click on Wednesday, it's going to pass 2 as the position here. And based on that number, we can display the appropriate fragment to this pager adapter that we have here. Okay, so that's why inside this I'm gonna use switch statement to switch the position, and if case is 0, I'm gonna display something. If case is 1, I'm gonna do something, and if case is 2, I'm gonna do something, and if none of those are clicked, then I'm gonna display the default value, that is I'm gonna return the null. Okay, so if the case is 0, then I want to display the first fragment. So we have first fragment created there, so I'm gonna return new first. Okay, so it's gonna display the whatever the content that first item have inside it. Okay, and similarly for the second, I'm gonna return new second. Okay, and similarly for the third item, I'm gonna return the third fragment. Okay, but it is displaying error because I need to pass the new keyboard here and semicolon as well. Okay, and we don't need this return null here because we are already checking all the required condition and returning some value. Okay, so this is our fragment pager adapter. Now in the main activity we can implement that. So we have a tab layout here, and we have assigned the resources here in the tab layout. So after this toggle state, I'm gonna create this adapter. So first I'm gonna create the adapter pager adapter variable here. Okay, now after this I'm gonna create once the pager adapter variable is created here, I'm gonna go here and create the object of that adapter. So new pager adapter, and we need to pass few argument. First one is fragment manager, so get fragment manager, and second thing we need to pass is behavior, and so that is behavior, this one, behavior resume only in current fragment. And similarly we also need to pass the number of tab, and we can get the number of tab using the mtab layout and get tab count. Okay, so this will return the number of tab we have currently in our tab layout. Okay, now I will assign the adapter to the our pager. So set adapter, and that is our adapter. Okay, now the adapter is set. Now what we need to do is so far we have assigned the adapter to our pager. Now we also need to handle the click on the tab item here. So far user can slide from left and right and change the tab, but if user click on any of this tab, it's not going to do anything because we have not handled that properly. So now we need to do that in the main activity. So we also want this tab to be changed whenever the user click on another inactive tab here, and content of those tab will be displayed, right? So to do that, I'm gonna here in the main activity in the tab layout, I'm gonna set the listener, add on tab selected listener, new on tab selected listener. So whenever in the on tab selected, whenever the user select the tab, we can select the current, we can set the currently active tab by using the pager that we have and set current item, and inside we can get the current selected tab by using the tab variable and the get position. Okay, and finally pager, I think. Okay, pager. Okay, pager on tab selected. Okay, now we have added the on page change listener in our pager. Now the app is ready to run. So let's see what we have in the fragment here. So it is displaying some hello message. Okay, hello blank fragment. So yeah, second is also displaying the second. So I'm gonna change this to second item, and in the third item, and in the second item I'm gonna display the second item and the first. So let's go ahead and run these applications and we'll see what happens if it is going to work correctly or not. Okay, so you can see the design is applied here that we have changed. Now if I click on any of this item, I can change back to that fragment, and I can use the navigation drawer simultaneously as well. But if I click on this menu item, nothing is going to happen here. So I can slide as well like this. Okay, so I'm gonna implement this on click on this menu item here. So to do that, let's go to the main activity, and here we need to implement the navigation view. Navigation view dot on navigation item selected listener, and we'll implement one more method. And here I'm gonna check if which menu item is clicked by using the item ID. So get item ID equals to r.id dot tab layout. Yeah, no. Let me go to the menu and check what was the ID of that item that we had added. It is menu item. So menu item. Now whenever that is clicked, I'll display some toast message. But if you want to display another tab layout inside this, you can create new activity here, and inside that activity you can follow the same method that I have followed to add the tab layout and create the pager adapter and display that tab layout. And whenever the user click here, you can start that activity with the tab layout. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna display button is clicked. Now let me run this application. Okay, some mistake is there. Okay, so let me run this again, and we will see what our final applications look like. Okay, so it is running now. So let me open the navigation drawer, and if I click on here, it's not displaying anything. I think it is because that I have this conflicting ID. So I'm going to change this ID from the navigation menu to menu 1. I'm going to go here and change from here. Okay, menu tab. I'm going to go back to here and menu tab, and I'm going to run this again, and it should work fine. Also, I want the navigation drawer to close automatically whenever somebody click on this menu. When I click on this, I want this to close automatically. So to close that, I can add the close drawer method here. So drawer layout dot close drawer method, and here I need to set the gravity. Compare.start. Okay, so finally let's run this application and we will see. Okay, even if I click on this, it's not closing this navigation drawer and it's not working, right? So it's because I have not set the navigation view to listen to that click event. So from here I'm gonna set the navigation on click listener to this current activity. Okay, now let's run this application, and it's going to work as we expected it to work. Open this, click on menu item, and it's going to say button is clicked. Okay guys, so I hope you were able to learn something from this, and I hope this solved your problem, whoever asked this question to me. And if not, you can message me back in the Facebook group, or you can post this whatever problem you got in our Facebook group as well. I'll leave all the links in the description. You can go there and check it out. So for this video, this is it, and I hope to see you in the my next videos in the channel. I hope you like and subscribe this. For now, bye bye, have a good day.